in who we are, and nothing else matters. Never opened myself this way. Life is ours, we live it our way. Hold these words I don't just say, and nothing else matters. Trust I seek and I find in you. Every day for us something new. Open mind for a different view, and nothing else matters. Never cared for what they do, never cared for what they know, but I know. So close, no matter how far. It couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters. Never cared for what they do, never cared for what they know, but I myself this way. Life is ours, we live it our way. Hold these words I don't just say, and nothing else matters. Trust I seek and I find in you. Every day for something new. Open mind for a different view, and nothing else matters.
video. So that's the Alpha through Delta series. So that's what we do. We also test engines on the fantail, the F414s and the F404s. So we'll tear them down, completely rebuild them, new compressor, HPC, the new turbines, and then we'll push them out back.
is able to be detached. It is replaced every 125 straps, and the braking strength is 205,000 pounds of pressure, whereas the purchase cable, which is two 1,100-foot cables for port, starboard side, its braking strength is 215,000. I don't know if everybody's heard about the infamous cable snap. For reasons related to that, we wouldn't want it to happen, obviously, but if we wanted something to break, we would want it to be up there, because down here it would destroy equipment as well as damage personnel. Up top, it's going to damage personnel and maybe a few aircraft. But I mean, that hasn't happened in many, many years, and actually it's a lot harder to do on our equipment now, because it has been, this is the new equipment. It's not made, it actually has a fail-safe system to where even if we were to set the wrong weight, it would still stop the aircraft. So if you have a 36,000-pound Hornet, and you could set for a 51,000-pound Rhino with rats off, and it would still stop it, and vice versa. So,
all the various jerseys, basically moving aircraft, pumping fuel to those aircraft, and also maintaining catapults the rest of the year. We normally store about 3.5 million gallons of fuel on board the ship, and that's a pretty tough task. But your cod flight yesterday, I see you got 2 landings on board the Ronald Reagan, so you got to remember that. But I'm not responsible for that part.
I'm Matt Schultz, from Supply Department. I'm originally from, born and raised in Philly. Not in Philadelphia, but in the Philippines. We have about, Supply Department, we have about 300 personnel, and it's divided into 2 sections, the readiness side and the services side. On the readiness side, they're the one ordering parts, they're the one managing 80,000 line items, inventory, which valued at about $600 million. They are also responsible for the $26 million budget shipyard. On the services side, those are the guys that we serve our meals, preparing for prepare our food and stuff like that, and they're the one providing free laundry, free haircuts, and we have a ship's mall. And those are not free. We also have a coffee kiosk that we call it Hellcat Cafe, and we brew the Starbucks. It's not free either. So hey, it's supply department. Enjoy your stay.
Weapons Department. Weapons Department has aviation ordnancemen and gunnersmen charged with the ordnance, loading, stowage, and handling, loading it on the aircraft, getting it out there to drop bombs on people that we need to do. Targets, content, targets.
You can tell he's new.
Also, we have some of our small arms mounts, 50 cal mounts, and 240s that we have placed around the ship for transit in the straits and whatnot. And that's pretty much about it for Weapons Department.
Thank you.
Hey, good morning. Senior Chief James Karowski. I'm the Navigation Department Senior Chief, Senior QM on board. I have 15 sailors right now that from the time we get underway, we pull up that last line off the bollard, underway ship colors, all the way to aboard ship colors when that line goes back on the bollard. We fix the ship's position using all means possible, visual aids, terrestrial aids, radar ranges, and we back all that up with a GPS satellite, 24 GPS satellites that are orbiting the Earth right now.
Oh God, that's the third day in a row I heard that. Way to go, Tom. Hey, I'm George. I would say my last name, but that's a joke in all myself. Once again, for a third one, I'll tell you I would work, but according to them, they haven't seen it yet, so I probably haven't done it. Instead, I'm in the engineering department. I got a few hundred sailors that run around that take care of all these little things you don't see until they break it and blame it on us. So, if you had the opportunity to use the bathroom this morning, if you had the opportunity to have some lights while you're in there doing it so it wasn't in the dark, and you had some water running, yeah, we were probably responsible for it unless they did something wrong to it, and then we'll blame it on them. Because after all, if it's broken in your space, you had to do something, because I never do anything wrong. So, we make sure the electricity gets there. We take care of getting the water up to it, take care of the steam for your catapults going on that. It's all your support services, along with the firefighting, along with doing waste management. So if you want to see something really cool, most we don't, I'll take you up to the garbage place, and that's pretty nice. Good smell, you'll love it. You get to see all the food we had last night, or maybe what you had. And just the little things like that. When you look around the ship, every little thing you'll see, from the little light brackets right there, come up to a latch or a screw, courteous supply to get it to the ship, we put it into place, and believe it or not,
I'm a religious program specialist. Mainly, I'm a chaplain's assistant. I've only been on board here for about a week. I grew up in Washington, D.C. area in Fort Washington, Maryland. We're one of the departments here on the ship that's very small. We're only billeted 3 chaplains on the ship, but currently we only have 2, and I only have 9 enlisted personnel under me. So that's a total of, I'm sorry, 8 enlisted personnel. So there's a total of about 10 of us here in the chaplain's office.
10 medical officers consisting of different specialties, ranging from family practice. We have a flight surgeon on board, the general surgery, physical therapist, psychiatrist, so you name it, so you can respond to any emergency or any routine cases. Our facility consists of 6 exam rooms. We have a 52 inpatient ward. We have a 3-bed ICU. We have a 6 BDS, which is our small ERs positioned throughout the ships, so we can respond to any emergency if we need to. So that's it. That's medical department.
Fix. So welcome aboard. If you got any questions, let me know.
Thank you.
We're making fun of somebody else. Robin Williams, first season. Good morning. Happy you guys
Good
Oh. It's been 3 days. If you don't get the humor, just realize it's like any other job.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Chief Sergeant. We have, I guess it's a small city. We got a lot of people. We have 100 sailors. So we maintain law and order, and we provide watches, security, watches for the ship when we import. We have 21 rated Monsterons, and 21 is not enough to protect the ship, so we usually rely on the departments to provide the bodies. Right now we have 28 augmentees that stand out watches and rope. So when you go around the ship this morning, you can see some of them up with 9 mil. And it takes about 3 weeks to train these folks. So we train them, and the weapons department helps us arm them and qualify for the weapons that we carry. When we import, we get an additional 80 plus sailors to man the watches on the piers and protect the ship. We also additionally we have a brig, which is not fully it's not manned right now because we don't have anybody in it. But you guys are free to come by it anytime today if you guys want to see it. We have it open for you guys to see.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning.
My name is Chief Mike Gonzalez, and take care of the dental department, everyone's favorite. So, yeah. Thank you. We're a smaller department. I have 5 dentists and 13 technicians to take care of 2,800 sailors, so we can keep pretty busy down there. Most of the business comes from the annual dental exam. Big Navy says every sailor will get a dental exam every year. There are no copays. There are free exams on board.
Didn't work yesterday. You give up on that.
There you go. 3 days in a row. It didn't work.
From that dental exam, if they need cavities, we can take care of that. If they need a night guard built because they grind their teeth at night, we'll take care of that. A crown made, or if they need some x-rays. Or a lot of times the young sailors will need their teeth pulled. We can take care of that on board as well. Well, yeah, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
All right, morning. Sorry I'm late. I was PTing. Just saying. My name's Jake Brady. I'm the command crew counselor on board. I'm in charge of the administrative department, which handles the yeoman, which is the secretarial part of things, and the PSs, which is records, pay, and stuff like that. I don't do either of those jobs, nor do I know how to do those jobs. I'm just supposed to be in charge of those folks. So if the pay and everything's screwed up, they all come running to me and they go. I'm a career counselor. I'm kind of a mixture between high school guidance counselor and human resource manager. We take the new sailors that come on board, a lot that don't have jobs, or even the ones that do have jobs that don't like them, and we try to find their aptitude and try to gauge them based off of what they're better apt to do and what they could, or where they could serve the Navy better. Obviously, if someone's happy with what they're doing, they're going to stick around. Now, that's the retention side of things. On the other end, I also do pre-separation counseling, where we prepare the sailors to become veterans and get out of the Navy. We set them up for job skills, we set them up for life skills, financial counseling and stuff like that, so that when they roll out of the Navy, they hit the private sector running and they're prepared to go ahead and move into a job in whatever they want to do, depending on their trade or their educational level. So, Jake, thanks.
Thanks.
I'm Senior Chief Mike Rainey. I'm originally from Long Beach, California. I work for 30 sailors in the graphics media department. In fact, you've met most of my sailors. They're the ones who have been taking you around from stop to stop. We're pretty much the open face of Ronald Reagan. Our responsibility really is communications, both internally and externally. We do that through various medium. We have a television station on board, an award-winning newsletter, photographers. In fact, you'll get to come down to our space later this morning. We have a ship's webpage, Facebook page. Please check that out and like us.
Okay.
And also, I think one of the most important parts of our mission is really, bringing influencers like yourself onto the ship so that you can see the great work that our sailors do. So, if there's any takeaways from your visit to Ronald Reagan, it's the great work that young men and women here do. So.
I can't wait to tell my wife I'm an influencer.
Yes, sir. So enjoy the rest of your time, some breakfast and a conversation with these wonderful chief petty officers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My dad told him to put on. So getting you on board is kind of threefold. One is for you to see what your tax money gets you. A lot of citizens don't understand what we do out here. They see some of the bad things that happen, and just like anywhere, we have bad actors. But to see what these young Americans are doing, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds, the responsibility that they have, the technical expertise that they learn, and the maturity that they get once they leave all of your houses. And our job is to kind of continue to to grow them as they come out here.
below the pilot's eye. So the pilot tries to fly, you know, his eye exactly on the 3.5-degree glide slope, where the back of the airplane clears the ramp, all is well, by 16.1 feet, and comes in and lands exactly where it's supposed to be. But then you get into the ship's moving around, both rolling and pitching and heave as the swells come by. So this is all gyro stabilized, so the pilot is trying to keep it all centered. So at about 18 seconds out, as they're coming down at night, they're flying a video game on their HUD. So they're trying to keep the needle in the middle. When they get about 18 seconds out, they call the balls. You might have heard ball calls. Yep. 507, Grizzly Ball, 8.1, Smith. And they're letting everybody know how much fuel they have in the plane, what type of airplane it is, if they have any abnormal configurations. There's all these things you have to say, so it's good. Well, then they're supposed to look outside. And that last 18 seconds is a visual landing. Now, good pilots will still reference their instruments, i.e. the computers that are doing all this good work for you, but really it's meatball lineup, angle of attack. So this is the side view, but if you look at it coming down on the top, so you've got the runway center line, which is moving around. Okay, so you aim sort of up here, and you let the ship move, and you hope that you're in sync with it when you land. And again, so it also is a way to, you know, the ship was pretty steady last night. And then in the airplane, on the dashboard, you have an angle of attack indicator that tells you if you're on speed, i.e. at the perfect approach angle, so the plane's not too nose up or too nose down, and it gives you a yellow light if you're good, a circle. It gives you a red arrow pointing up. If you're fast, it tells you to raise your nose so you get slower. And if you're slow, it gives you a green arrow pointing down to tell you to lower your nose. So, and that's, you kind of focus outside, you're looking, it's a visual scan, and that's how you land. So your computer's still working for you, and kind of in your background, you're watching your needle on your HUD tell you if you're